Hello, I'm Jason with the Honest Finance channel, and today I want to talk about the differences between money orders and cashier's checks. Let's start with money orders. What are they? Well, they're a little piece of paper that you can get from basically a convenience store, Wal-Mart, banks, that make it so you can pay things without having to write a check. I personally don't even use money orders because I do everything online, but a lot of people still like to do things through the mail. And if you want to keep it safe, then use a money order. If you don't have a checking account, then you're going to have to use money orders to pay your bills. Just go into your local convenience store, buy a money order, have them write it out to whomever you need to, and then send it off in the mail. The downside about money orders is that they do cost a little bit, and they have a limit of $1,000 per money order. So if you need a lot of money, then you've got to go a different route. So that being said, let's talk about cashier's checks. When you need a ton of money, like let's say you need a down payment for a house or you're buying a car, then you're definitely going to want a cashier's check. Most of us don't want to be walking around with a ton of cash. So you go to your local bank and you get a cashier's check. And that's the only place that you can get cashier's checks. They do cost a little bit, like an average of $10, but they're really helpful. And if you're ever buying something expensive that's used, the buyers love it when you have cashier's checks because this gives them a lot more confidence than a personal check. For instance, if you're going to buy a used car, bring along a cashier's check because that'll help the buyer feel a lot more confident that you're legit. There's too much fraud going on these days, so when you hand a guy a personal check when you're trying to buy his car, it's usually a little bit uncomfortable because you got to go to the bank and you got to make sure everything's okay. And those are the real differences between money orders and cashier's checks. Just remember that money orders are a lot cheaper than cashier's checks, and they're used for smaller amounts of money. And with cashier's checks, you can only buy them at banks, and they're used for larger sums of money. I'm Jason with the Honest Finance channel. If you did find this video helpful, feel free to subscribe. That's all.